Hello, my name is Tomislav and you're watching another 4-way woodturning project. Now this month's proposition is from Richard and it's to turn something with a wheel or wheels. Now if you're watching this video and it's a familiar setup from the old shop, then this means that I haven't managed to finish my old shop. This is a backup video just in case, like I said, if I didn't manage to finish the new one. I didn't have much time, and this is actually the final video or final turned item in this old shop, and tomorrow morning I'll be relocating everything here. So I didn't have much time, and I need to get this project done because none of us missed any of the project. This is 18 month in a row project, 4 ways, and I just didn't want to miss it. And after watching this video, please check out Sam, Mike and Richard's version as well, with the links in the video description. And like I said, this is red heart timber. Cut a little slice off where the splits were. There is still one, not sure if you can see here, but I don't think it goes in very deep. So this one is around 3 inches square, 80 mil, and this is a side grain, so the grain is running like this. This is a little bit of end grain, and this will just go on a screw chuck. Now you could cut the circle out if you want out of this to speed this up, and this will be visible wheel from both sides, much like on this one, so both faces are shown, and you want to make them pretty. So if you're making like a car or anything like that, then it's much easier because only one face is visible, so you can basically turn it from the end grain or spindle work. So this is the end grain, so you would put all the details here and then just part it off the wheels that you want, so the number of wheels that you want or need. The tool that I'll be using here, you can use all different varieties, spindle gouges, ball gouges, wherever you want. Just for the diversity, let's say, I'll be using this one. This is a scraper that Steve Jones used and his family for a long time, sort of a tradition tool, and the top bevel is 15 degrees roughly and the bottom is 50 degrees, so it does the job really well as for roughing stage and for the finishing stage. The lathe is running at 2300 RPM, and I'll just round it over using the maximum diameter, dropping the handle a little bit down. Remove the last bit with the side of the bevel, a little bit more to get it round. I don't use this tool very much, it's useful tool. So that's diameter nice and clean, so just clean up this area. So that's nice and clean. You can use a standard scraper if you want. This is a refiner. For me it's a little bit easier tool to use, but to get the stuff from square to round in a cross grain orientation, this tool is really fast, and I'll do a separate video on this one, how you can reduce the ball blanks that are square using this tool. So that's nice and clean. A little bit more here at the very edge, and what I like to do is just chamfer the hole here. The hole is drilled with a 8 mil drill bit on a drill press, so it's nice and square in. And I need the bevel here that it's sort of a sharp bevel, so I need a halfway line here roughly, and I'll just go half an inch, 12 mil here, so just make this into a bevel. much like on a knife, and I'll use the refiner again as a shear scraper. Nice and clean. Now this tool, this Steve Jones scraper, is great for this kind of application, and actually I'll just reposition the light a little bit to see a little bit better, because you can roll it if you want. So I need a flat spot somewhere around here, and I can roll a bead, and on this side as well. It's really nice and versatile tool. So that's one simple bead. I think we can make a little cope here just to make it a little bit interesting. So spindle gouge. Okay, so that's ready for sanding. Actually, I'll just simplify myself here a little bit and put a little tiny ridge here so I can expand the jaws. So right here, I'll just go straight in, give myself a little step, make this nice and pretty. Okay, I need to change the design a little bit for this. Again, skew. Okay, now it's ready for sanding. I have a little ridge or step where the jaws can expand, so I can flip it around and do the other side. And now sanding. This is 240 grit. And to polish this up, I'll use a Carnauba wax this time. A little bit more hard wearing wax, let's say. Not by much, but a little bit. I don't usually use it all the time. It's a little bit harder to melt wax than your regular beeswax. And to get the wax out of the grooves. Okay, so that's one side done. And it's looking quite good, quite lovely. So I'll take it out, and I'll put the small shark jaws so you can see the design, and into this tiny little ridge I'll expand the jaws. So these are the smallest shark jaws that I have, and this will just fit, and just a light pressure out. It's running nice and true. Again, refiner. Light pressure. Again, I'll just chamfer the hole here. That actually is a little bit rougher than I would like. That's better. and again roughly by eye half-inch line, make a chamfer. That's pretty good, that's sharp enough. Doesn't have to be anymore. Again, I need a flat spot in the middle, roughly around here. I need a little bead. Just round it over using the scraper on the side. And so this tool is great for this kind of finessing, especially on dense hardwoods like this, but again, standard scraper would do the job here really well. And again, I need a small hole here. And again, a little reach for the jaws, and again I'll just make this cove a little prettier. So now I'll sand this, but actually before that I'll just check if it's similar to the other side. So that's one side, the other side. Yeah, that's close enough. So again, sanding. So again, sanding to 40 grit. And again, carnauba wax. Since it doesn't want to be melted as easily, I just force it in the all the nooks and crannies. Okay, so that's polished quite nicely. Yeah, that turned out quite lovely. Just wipe away the dust. So that's one side and the other side. They're quite similar, but since they are opposite to each other, you won't know any difference, or my kid won't notice any difference. So now I would like to apologize to you viewers and to my Four-Ways colleagues for not properly finish this project. I just ran out of time. I just have to unplug everything and relocate all the stuff to other location. And if you see my kids in the background, they probably burst the doors of the room here. Now, again, apologies for not completing this properly, but at least you get to see how to make the wheel on both sides nice and pretty. And again, I'll try to make it up in the next project, next Four-Ways. And again, all of this was really sudden and without any preparation or anything, and just, you know, figure out things as I go along in terms of relocating the shop and everything. It's just a new experience for me. Once again, thank you all for your support. Thank you for lovely comments, for everything. I really appreciate that, and I'll try to make up through giveaways or anything like that for the future as well. So once again, thank you, and again, apologies for not properly finishing this project. So please, after watching this video, check out Sam, Mike, and Richard's version of their project with wheel or wheels. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.